All right, I got a question, a very legitimate question from someone I respect a great deal. They go by 8ELionadvancing8, and they sent in a question. And keep in mind that Schaeffer only gets a certain amount of emails every day, so we're working under very limited circumstances here. There's also only a certain amount of characters he gets to put, so he's not able to tell all of the details. He just is able to respond to how he's able to respond. But let me go find her email, and I want to tell you how Schaeffer responded because I think it's worth everybody hearing this. 8ELion said, Rudy, if you ever get a chance, please ask Mr. Cox why he didn't call the cops when the federal informant started suggesting violence. I also have to wonder why he didn't call the police when the federal informants began to threaten his friends and family. Listening to Cox talk, he doesn't come across as a violent man, nor does he come across like a stupid man. So I'm wondering why he didn't call police and document the insane ramblings and the threats from these people. Also, why did he tell the federal informants that he was leaving the country? Why did he tell the federal informants that he was... Also, why would a man in his position own a machine gun? I understand that he has the right to own them so long as he pays the $200 tax, but as a Patriot speaker, he should have been extra careful about making sure that his guns were legal. Thanks. Okay, so I asked Schaeffer about that, and here's how he responded. I did tell the cops about the informants and their threats. They did nothing! Exclamation point. I see now that it was because it was their guys I was telling them about. That's why we left the country. It's all documented in Rule 60B motion I will send you. I also told the MPs and the federal prosecutor in Fairbanks. All good, honest folks. They tried to testify about the fact at trial, and the judge wouldn't let them. The God-fearing prosecutor from my hometown came to my trial that was being held in a different town and got on stand in my defense against the corrupt prosecutor and tried to say Schaeffer took me to lunch and told me that there were some violent nut jobs that were trying to get people to do bad things. The judge shut him up. You'll read about that too. I didn't tell the informants I was leaving the country. They followed me and figured it out. That's in the 60B motion as well. I didn't have a machine gun. I had a non-functional replica. I suppose a gunsmith could possibly have made it operative if he had all the right parts, so I had gone to the ATF office and asked if I needed to pay the $200 tax on it, and they said no. We filed a pretrial motion about this. The judge said that's a matter for the jury to hear. Then when we got in front of the jury, the prosecutor, Steve Scrocky, filed a motion to bar us from talking about that to the jury. The same judge who said it was for the jury to hear, granted the motion to not let the jury hear it. I was not even allowed to present evidence or speak at my trial. Yes, America is that bad, folks. Okay, 8ELion, he just gave you his response, and I'll make sure this gets out. Look, he's often said, when the truth gets out, so will I. We got to get the truth out. And this is absolutely insane that this has gone on in Alaska, and it's insane that it's been suppressed. It's insane we have secret CIA torture CMU prisons that nobody's supposed to talk about. Every time I bring up CMU prison, everybody says, oh, don't talk about that. That's going to upset the feds. They're going to come after you if you talk about those secret prisons. Hey, when somebody tells me not to talk about something, that's all I'm going to talk about. Every single word out of my voice is secret CIA CMU torture prison. How about you like that? That's all I'm going to talk about from now on is secret CIA, CMU, torture prison. It's just my full-time job to talk about those prisons now that I know about it.